Tattoos in prison versus tattoos in jail. Tattoos in jail, you don't get the equipment with the motors, you don't have access to all that, so most of those are pick and pokes. Tattoos in prison, you get access to all sorts of things. Where I was even able to buy Jetball ink, which is tattoo ink. As long as you had an arts and crafts card, which all you had to do is sign a piece of paper, 30 days later you can buy tattoo ink. You can buy a nose trimmer. County was different. We're taking nails out of batteries. Yeah, there's a nail in a battery for those that have never seen or witnessed any of this. But there's a nail in it. Sharpen that one. Sometimes it's a staple if you can get your hands on a staple. It's difficult. The batteries are easier. So, this is going to be a pretty funny story about a tattoo that went on my body just to make the cops do some paperwork. But here's a story coming at you. Nate G 219 to Hell But Back and Better here. Hope everybody's feeling great. February 25th, about 11:15. You know, I'm feeling great. Having a good daddy-daughter day. She's in the relaxing. She got an earache. I'm not going to have a long video today. I just want to get into tattoos in prison. Everybody talks about tattoos in prison and great tattoos, bad tattoos, some of the things that are done disgustingly, and I'm going to focus on county tattoos. Okay, I've got, you know, as you guys have seen, I've got county, or I got ink from the joint, you know. Some were pick and poke from county jail, like this one. It's a straight pick and poke. Never had been re-hit before. And those that know that's one of the coldest pick and pokes you'll ever see. Ever in time. But in county, when somebody that comes in that knows how to tattoo, and he's known by the jail because he's in and out of jail for decades, he's known to come in and tattoo people. And when there's 40, 50 people on the pod and 20 to 30 have come up with a new tattoo within a week, and more, you know, those same people acquire 3 or 4 tattoos, you're only bound to go to the hole. It's only a matter of time. It's not if you get caught, it's when you get caught. So, you know, it's the hole. You know, it's county jail, and like I said, my county jail is mostly pretty soft in comparison to some of the other facilities I've been locked up in. The county neighboring us, it's a rough place to be, but our county at this point in time was relatively very, well, I don't know how to say this. It was more of a play camp. I mean, yeah, there were fights. There were real convicts. There were real murderers. But for the most part, there was a lot of play games that went on. And, you know, jail versus prison. In prison, you got a lot of freedoms. You get to go outside, watch a lot more TV. In my county, you had TV, yes, but you had one channel, which was Fox. So, yeah, you had a bunch of grown men watching Wendy Williams and TMZ and all that on a daily basis, unless NCAA was on or something like that. That's the only time they switched the station. And when the station switched, every pod, including the women's dorm, would be on NCAA tournaments. And, you know, it was just, so you're bored. You get bored an awful lot. Back into the tattooing, you know, a lot of the tattoos I got just because I was bored. They have no meaning. It was just a way to pass time. But the guy doing the tattoos, we all know we're going to the hole, like I said. There's dozens of us that are going to go to the hole once we get caught with these tattoos. Not if, once we do. So the day comes. Well, I had the bright idea that when we get caught with these tattoos, I'm gonna I'm gonna have a tattoo in a spot that they're gonna have to document, because that's just the rules. You got to document all tattoos. So I had the wise idea of getting my scrotum tattooed. Might I add, a pick and poke tattoo. But guys, you know what I'm talking about. The nerves at the end of the sack, it's you squeeze it. It was the least painful tattoo I've ever had in my entire life. I bat winged. Well, he did a smiley face. Took about 10, maybe 15 minutes to do the tattoo. A few weeks later, all of us get rounded up because I was actually getting another tattoo when the guard walked in and caught us basically in red-handed. I mean, the ink was out and everything but the person getting tattooed was sitting right there. So that person was me. So later on that night, we could see him, you know, after lockdown comes, I think it was 9 or 10 o'clock. Once lockdown comes, you can see a bunch of guards outside the window because the lights are off inside and they're two-way mirror now. We could see out there because their lights are on. We could see 12, 20 cops, a bunch of them just surrounding it. Yeah, we know the shakedown's coming. We know we're getting taken down to the rec room and stripped down to our drawers and, you know, go through the whole routine to see who got tattooed. And of course, I was amongst the group. And I want to say there was at least a dozen of us in a single file line on the way to the hole. Actually, on the way to booking to redocument tattoos. So, we're down there. They're asking me all the new tattoos, and I tell them all the new tattoos, including the special tattoo. I got a lot of guards saying, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. Yes I do. I had a guard tell me, if you show me your, you know, sack and there's not a tattoo there, we're gonna beat your ass in this closet. So that's just fine. Next thing they know, they see a brain looking at them with a smile. Had to squeeze it nice and tight and it made it look like a brain. And you know, there was cops laughing, there was cops pissed, but there were cops documenting shit. I just wanted to let you know one of the funnier times, you know. You gotta laugh, not to cry. Just like I hear Jay Williams, I hear 23-1, I hear Death speak, you know, Chad, you know, sometimes you gotta laugh in order not to cry. And it's not sometimes, it's a majority of the time. Because you do 2 days, the day you go in and the day you go home. You gotta pass every other day in there like it's your last. I mean, but like it just all depends. I mean, but the tattoo game in the county is mostly for boredom because most of the tattoos don't turn out like that one I showed you. Most of them turn out like crap because they're pick and pokes. They're dots. You can see most of it, but some are excellent. Can't say the one that I got with a smiley face is an excellent tattoo, but it's a hilarious tattoo. And still to this day, I know I've heard of people talking about it like, hey, are you the guy that, yes I am, I'm well known in this county and I'm the guy, and all I've gotten is you're an idiot with a laughter, or you're legendary, or that's awesome, you know, dapped up, whatever. And that's just a story of a funny tattoo I got just to mess with the cops. I mean, they gotta mentally torture me all day long, 24 hours a day, no outside, no nothing. They don't give a damn about me. So you mentally torture me, I'm gonna emotionally damage you, is what my thought process was. I'm sure there's a few guards that will never forget that night with a smiling scrotum. But hey, you know, if they ain't hating it, you ain't making it.